Good evening, everybody, and welcome to JPTV, which are finally back for the first time in 4 weeks. And oh my god, it seems like forever since the last time I was here. And yeah, really pleased to be here. So last time I was here was the Belgian Grand Prix 4 weeks ago. We're onto the podium. Apparently, was on the podium, but unfortunately, due to the copyright laws of co-masters, which is rubbish, and F1 and all the rest of it, it got taken down. In other words, erased from history. It never happened. I don't think he even competed in the race, to be honest. So, unfortunately, that sucks. So, but never mind that. I'm here now, 4 weeks later, and thanks to all the guys who've been filling in for me over the last 4 weeks. I mean, as much as I love my commentating on the F3 in particular, I do love me football even more. So and we're here in Japan, the land of the rising sun, for round 8 of a championship. And I'll be completely honest, although I've watched pretty much all the races since my last commentary, I've not really fully being kept abreast of the title situation in the Drivers and Constructors Championships. But lucky enough, our broadcast colleague Ash Bess is also returned. I was just going to ask him for the tables, which hopefully he'll be able to bring to you in a minute. But anyway, we're here now, and unfortunately, as ever with F3, nothing changes. Still delayed for waiting for someone for an extra 5 minutes, so there will be a delay to the race. But it sounds like Ash is back. Ash is back with me. So Ash, if you can update us on the Drivers and Constructors Championships, that would be awesome.
Okay, well, I've come unprepared, so let me just quickly get these up. But for the Drivers, we have Flink Frim leading the championship after China. He's 15 points ahead of AMK, which is a pretty sizable lead, and his teammate Raybay behind him. Adventures in P4 with onto the podium, P5, pretty impressive. FTRL Aaron in P6 and Chicken in P7, RJDW in P8 with the Bookster in P9 and Lars running out the top 10, Chia in P11, Reese in 12, Schweb in 13, 14 Staba, Chu in 15, Stim in 16, Yarham in 17, Stevo in 18, Bois in 19th, and Notorious in 20th. Rounding off the grid when Pavlovic and Frizzo have left the league. Now on to the constructors. We have AMK and Raybay leading the way in the constructors by 20 points to Frome and Chicken, with Stim and Bookster in P3 in the Sauber. RJDW and Adventures in P4 with Chilo and onto the podium in P5. Lars and Reese in P6, Yarham and Aaron in P7, Schweb and Steva in P8, Chia and Steve in P9, and Bois Notorious in P10. Rounding off the constructors, Bois Notorious have no points, by the way.
Okay, so yeah, since the last stream that I did 4 weeks ago, there has been a few changes. We have seen a particular Angry Panda who is just moved up from F5 this week. He has shown signs of pace, but he's not had the rub of the green in F5. He probably would have had a podium or two if it weren't for some unfortunate incidents in that league. But because of the signs of his pace, he has been allowed to race in F3 due to the change of his circumstances. So as F5 admin, it's great to see him still in the league, and hopefully he can fly the flag for F5 for the rest of the season in the F3 league. But other than that, there has been some movers. I say, as you said, Frizzo has gone. Mr. Stim is back in PSGL after an absence from last season, and we've got Stevo, who's moved from F2 down to F3, and Shrebbit here, I can just notice he's in the lobby, so yeah, so hopefully we'll be underway shortly in that case. I'm just looking at the lobby, there's no one else that I can see that is new apart from the drivers I've already mentioned. But obviously there's some absences, but off by heart I can't quite, well, to be announced be moved from the league anyway. So yeah, there should be at least 19 drivers in the league, but yeah, but obviously there's some missing tonight. So yeah, but anyway, it looks like it's a good turnout for F3 upon my return. So Ash, guess what your thoughts on the race in terms of strategies and the weather, if you could please.
Strategy, it should be a simple supers to soft, pitting on lap 10 for the soft, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it should be pretty easy, supers to soft. And weather, there is a pretty good likelihood of rain on this track, so I wouldn't be surprised if there will be rain, and if there's rain in the race, well then it's a easy one stop, inters to inters, and according to whatever the race weather is, then you switch to those tires. If it's lap 10 or onward, lap 10 to 15, well lap 10 to 17, that the rain starts, then well lap 10 to 16 that the rain starts, then I'd pay on to, well, the rain stops, then I'd pay on to the softs. If it's 17 onwards, then supers and yada yada. But yeah, if it rains in quality, it's best to start on the softs, since you're gonna get the better, well, you're gonna get the supers at the end, and those are just overpowered at the end. But yeah, lots of different strategies because there's a good likelihood of rain, but yeah, overall if it stays all dry, it should be an easy supers to softs.
Okay, yeah, thanks to that, and we're 19, 18, 17 seconds on the way. Just a quick for you guys, remember to give us hashtag JP's coming in. I haven't done that for a while. I've got nostalgic here, and also JPTV now has its own Twitter page, so give that a follow and a like, that'd be great. So yeah, we're underway now. I must remember to skip the old copyright rubbish this time, that'd be awesome. Mod me, no. I would do Abby Yoden, but I remember last time you timed me out, so that ain't gonna happen. So yeah, we're underway very shortly. I think there's still 16 drivers, it looks like it on the left hand side of the screen there. So yeah, can't wait to get this one. I'm super excited about this. However, yeah, I'm still waiting. Well, take some painkillers then. Plenty of them on the market. Yeah, well, people in the lobby are getting excuses out already, and yeah, I mean, got quite a few people watching as it is. Apparently the other leagues have got like 20 drivers between them, so yeah, F3 is definitely where it's at, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that, and let's see what the weather is going to do for us tonight. Is it going to be dry? Is it going to be wet? Don't want new weather spoilers, guys. I can't see it anyway because I turned the chat off. So Ash, don't you do that, because oh, it's dry. It's dry. It's definitely a dry qualifying. I suppose. Yeah, I suppose it depends what tire, the choice of tyres that come out on will give us a kind of indication what the weather's going to be like during the race. If they come out in super soft tyres, probably means it's going to be raining during the race, but you never know. But I was going to get all, I can't even remember how to do this now. It's like get all my lap data up. I haven't done this for a while. Oh my god. Yeah, got all that, and yeah, everything's enabled, and yeah, do that. Okay, so I didn't quite actually see who the first driver on the.
I think it's Angry Panda.
Angry Panda, I believe it is. So that's very notable. He's got a. He's got something to prove here because when he got moved up to the F3 League, it was met with some scepticism amongst the F5 drivers, much to my annoyance. But anyway, it is what it is here. And yeah, he did a 32.1 in China when he raced in F5, so that was kind of like F3 sort of F2 pace in terms of qualifying. As far so people tell me, so he should be reasonably paced. So we see how he gets on. We're coming up to Spoon now on his out lap, and he's going to go through 130 on, and he's going to prepare for his qualifying lap. So as we see him coming up to 130 now, Ash is going to be doing for the first time in 4 weeks a qualifying lap amongst an F3 driver. So Ash, take it away.
Well, we're going to start this lap through the last chicane into the last quarter. You want him to take a wide line here to get the maximum speed into turn 1, opening up DRS and max fuel mixture as we head into turn 1. 8th gear, so max speed 203 miles per hour, braking right in the middle of turn 1. Shift down to 3rd, interestingly. That's very, very low. But flat out free here into this right. 5th gear, want to keep it in 5th for here, and you don't want to brake here. Just keep it in 5th or shift down to 4th. Now flat out free here, unless you go very wide like he did, and that's just going to cost him a couple tenths. But he's going to carry on through Deadner 1, you want to keep in 7th. Nearly takes it flat, but a little lift. And 3rd gear through Deadner 2, decently done. Now into the hairpin we go. You want to brake just as that orange thing sticks out. 2nd gear, want to get on the power as early as possible. And tripping through the gears, you want to keep it. You want to keep the car as much to the inside as possible, and you don't want to drift out wide like that. That's not going to help you. But into Spoon we go, just keeping it in 7th, interestingly. But you want to shift down to 4th to get a good run through here, but you didn't clip the inside of Spoon. You don't want to clip anyway, but you want to really get close to it. So it kind of disadvantaged him, but into 130R easily flat in these cars. And now into the last chicane, the last braking point on this track. 3rd gear, pretty wide, and very wide as we head into the finish line, and he sets a 29.9, pretty scruffy lap to be fair.
Yeah, it wasn't a great lap by him on his debut in F3. Last game is an incident, and as Boogster goes quickly straight away, so I'm going to try and find someone who's coming towards the end of the lap. I'm going to go with Stebber at a minute. He's going through 130R as coming up to the last chicane. Yeah, and he's coming up now, just cross the finishing line. Well, the finishing line is the start finish line, you know what I mean? And that must have been validated. It always starting his out lap, which is annoying. Let me see what else we can find.
Daddy from.
Right, yeah, okay. Yeah, so let's see what he can do.
It's a 28.7. Decent.
So yeah, what do you reckon is going to be the qualified, well, the pole time around this track in this division?
I wouldn't want to see a 27, to be fair. Stebber getting very close to the wall, but I think we could get into the 27, but ideally we'd be looking at low 28s. But Ray Badal coming through. Take a look at his lap. Through 130R into the last chicane. He's rounding off his lap, so yeah, this could be pole. I mean, he's taking that last chicane aggressively and sticking to the inside. How that should be done, and it's a 28.9, so only putting in P2, but still pretty good.
So Angry Panda has binned it from the outside of 130R, so it looks like it's a poor debut from the F5 driver, and people will probably be questioning why he was in this division in the first place, but it don't matter, he's here now. Hopefully he can do better in the race. The Stemmer has come up to the last chicane now. What can he do? Did very well in the last race from what I can remember, and he's not set the time yet, so what he does. Only P8, so not a great lap from him, as onto the podium, beats that time immediately. But anyway, I'm trying to find someone who's on a coming towards the end of a lap, who's on a quick lap. Schweb is on an out lap. Yeah, we all kind of finished. Kind of only finished there for the first runs, apart from Schweb who's on an out lap. So I'm going to stay in him for the time being, just because he's the only one who's doing the lap in aggression. He's come around spoon now. How important is the last chicane in terms of your ultimate lap time in this on a qualifying lap?
I mean, it can end your lap two ways. It can either end it at the end when you're finishing your off and you're either invalidating it, or it can end your lap before you even start it, because you can either invalidate it before, or you can get a horrible run and that's going to cost you maybe a tenth. So I mean, it's pretty crucial and important to nail it in order to get a decent lap time. But Schweb, he is going to begin his lap time, coming a bit wide for turn one, but yeah, we'll stick on board with him.
Yeah, like I say, the only one who's doing a lap at the minute. It's kind of out of sync because everyone's pretty much done their first runs and gone to pits now ready for the second runs, but it's Schweb. Obviously he might have had a mistake in his original run, that's why he's still out on track now, or he came out late. But anyway, it is what it is. Oh, gone slightly wide out of Decker 2, but it still might be an okay lap as it comes round to the hairpin.
Very wide apex though. That's not what you want, and I think it's a pretty scrappy lap.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be lucky to get in the top 10 with that one, but you never know. Still has time to go back in the pits. He might have just been at the end of his lap, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. It looks like it's still on max fuel, so I mean,
he has to come. If he's finishing this lap, this is going to be his last lap because he can't come in. He doesn't have time to come in.
Yeah, he's still gone.
I think, yeah, and also time. So I would want to see him end it, and yeah, he has.
Yeah, I think he invalidated that lap anyway at some point. So really, it's Steve-O, Aaron. I think Aaron's farther up the track. I think Aaron will be. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah.
Yep. Aaron, not Aaron, but Lawrence, and starting his lap. Either he's doing 2 runs or just this last one. Probably 2 to be fair, because he's filled up with 2. So we'll see. Missing a couple apexes though, so not too good really, but I mean, he's kept it fast, so I guess that's what's important. And heading into Degner 1, it's he still hasn't set a lap, so we don't know if he's improved or not, but it's an okay-ish lap, but he's not really hitting all the apexes like this hairpin. He hasn't really hit it, and I mean, it could be much better at this point, but we'll just carry on and see what he can do at Spoon. Maybe by this last section could put him back in the game, but no, he's gone very, oh my god, that's very wide, and yeah, he's going to have to abandon that lap and try again now.
Yeah, I think what I'll do, I'll go on board with Steve-O. I think he's going to be the next one to set a time. He's just gone around the hairpin as Lodge Gaming has pretty much ruined that lap. Just while we're on board with Steve-O, how important are those S's in the first sector? That could pretty much ruin or make your lap time, in especially in qualifying.
Yeah, I mean, when I was practicing, those S's are are luck dependent basically. You can either get a really comfortable unlucky S and gain about 3 times to get have no luck at all and just miss everything, and that can lose you up to 5 or 6 tenths. So they are very, very important, and especially going up into the deckers, you can't nail that fast left. If you can't take that flat, that's really going to compromise here.
Yeah, so as we was talking, and Steve only did the P12, still a minute and 10 seconds to go. Aaron is just about to cross the line and stands for the last chicane, currently not set a time. What can he do? He's going to go, P2! So 1:28.9, only 2 tenths slower than Frome as it stands. Going to try and see if I can pick up the next driver. He's going to do a lap, and that's not a quick lap.
Frome is on a decent lap.
I think RJ could be on a lap.
I'm on board with Frome because this seems like an okay-ish lap.
I'll do that then. Yeah, let's go board with him. 30 seconds to go. Oh, one too many. 30 seconds to go in the session.
I mean, he could have taken Spoon. My tip for all the drivers for Spoon is to try and attack that outside curve instead of avoiding it, because you can gain so much time if you attack it. Like, if you enter Spoon in fifth, literally keep the throttle in, and once you reach the outside curve, shift down to fourth and just let the car do its thing. And Frome says a 28.4 for now, so I mean that's pretty decent. You might try and go for another run, but no, Reese has blocked him. Well, Reese's retired car has blocked him also. Frome so far provisional pole position. Aaron is going slightly faster. Ray though, 28.6, still not enough. Will Aaron be able to take this away? I don't think so. He was only 2 tenths up, so this might cost him. He hasn't taken the inside line either. And 28.5, very close, but not close enough. So now Bookster, all eyes on him. Can he do it? DRX Open, no, it's a 28.9, putting him in P5, but not fast enough. AMK now, could he do it? He is the last resort to take pole, and he's attacked that outside curve, as I said. Now that's a very, very good Spoon. That's how you want to take Spoon, and this could be a very good lap, depending on what he does. And it seems like it's a good middle sector, so this could be a good lap, but we'll just see how his lap chicane, and it's decent. Wants to go to the as much to the inside as possible, and it is pole position for AMK.
Is Frome still on a lap though? Is he still on a lap? It's for the last chicane.
No, he's
not. No. So yeah, AMK snatched it out of depth, and that is your grid, ladies and gentlemen, for the Japanese Grand Prix. And I'll get the classification at the end of the session. But yeah, what an amazing lap from AMK, who's apparently bidding for a place in the F1 grid for next season, if not this season. So that is a great showing from him. So yeah, I'm suggesting though that as everyone has pretty much done a lap on super soft tyres, that we could have some rain during the race. I don't know, don't want to know. Not been looked in the chat or anything like that, so I'm not going to. But yeah, that might be.
I'm joking. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Right, go for the classification for us.
AMK gets pole position, and as I said, he attacked the outside curb on Spoon, and I think that got him pole. Frome, aka Daddy, is in P2, lining up beside him on the front row. Aaron P3, Ray in P4, Reach in P5, Bookster in P6, on top of P7, and Vinicius in PA, Steph in P9, Lord in 10, rounding up the top 10, RJDW 11th, Steve in 12th, Angry Pan in 13th, Chill in 14th, Victorians in 15th, and Shref in 16th, not saying a lap, and that's your grid.
Right, yeah, so exciting times here for the F3 race. Let's get that again. And it looks like it's going to be dry race, which surprises me, to be honest. But Yeah, yeah, it's going. I'm sure it's going to be an exciting race nonetheless. I'd like to see some dynamic weather, but never mind. It is what it is. I'm sure we're going to have a great race anyway. So yeah, only a few moments away from the start of the race, where Ash, well, as ever on JPTV, on its return, we'll go for the start of the race for you. So. Yeah, get those hashtag AskJPs coming in. I will try and answer them as and when I can in any quiet period during the race. Yeah, obviously some RJ, he hates invalidations. Well, yeah, easily done on this track. Penalties will play a part in this race, but here we go. Lights are. Go on.
So we'll have the 5 red lights, and away we go for the start of this Japanese Grand Prix. The Mercedes AMK Grand Prix. These is 5 defend of Rome on the inside as we go into turn 1. Everything seems fine, and Daniel's AMK leads the way. Rome has to fall down to P2. Aaron going to P3. Raven P4. The battles all around. I think everyone's made it cleanly. Everyone's trying to avoid contact, and amazing battling throughout the field, but oh, that's so undone. That's Steva who's gone off. He's gone off to grab, thankfully not into the wall, but AMK is from P2, Aaron P3, Ray P4, P5 Bookster with Reese in P6, onto the podium P7, Ventures in P8, Chill on P9 with RJDW in P10 rounding up the top 10, Steve on P11, Torres in P13, Torres in P13, Angry Panda in P12, Schweb in P14, Stefan P15, and Lars in P16. Nobody has got damage, but I think some people have spun.
Yeah, so one of the cleanest starts to the race I've ever seen in an entire PSGL race, and it all got away safely, considering what the track is, apart from Steba, of course. But it looks like the last game is an incident as well, because he's in dead last. But yeah, AMK, great start to the race. He's got foam right up his gearbox though, so yeah, it's going to be a tussle between those two for the race, I think. Aaron already dropped off second behind these guys, and Ray Bay Booster making up the top 5. But you can see the top 6 starting to make it's starting to put out a little bit of a gap as Ray Bay makes his move on Aaron.
AMK's gone very wide. From is in the lead.
Oh,
now Aaron attacks AMK, but he can't get the move done. And Aaron now pokes down to Ray Bay, and the Bookster overtakes Aaron. Oh my god. To IMK's mistake compromised Aaron, and now Pro is in the lead by 2.2 seconds, and AMK has to fall down to P2, and Aaron from P3 down to P5.
Yeah, so the nature of the track is very difficult. You're trying to make an attempt to overtake someone on a corner, and you lose your grip, and you're losing the line, and you're getting overtaken by someone else quickly. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars. I think it's up to Reese now. No, actually Chulo in the Toro Rosso, all in like a line with each other. And he's trying to get past Adventures. And in fact, might do so one round spoon. So that's a great move by Chulo on the inside there. Not much great overtaking opportunities on this track. Only 1 or 2 places really, and he's done it in a weird place really. But anyway, Frome capitalising on a mistake by MK there, and not only overtaking MK, he's got a 2-second lead as well. And yeah, he gets fast lap of the race. As Arrow try and get past the Bookster now. Can he get through? Get move done? No, he can't. Yeah, and he goes from the inside. What a move!
He tries it. Bit of ghosting for some reason, but Aaron gets the move and is now up into P4, and will try and chase down Raybay, who's lost the 1 second to AMK. So this should be interesting to see. Yellow flag sector 1 as someone's gone off. That's Notorious, who's lost the back end and now down into last place.
Yeah, unfortunately, the camera angle I had was one of my favourite camera angles in the game. It's away from the track doing turn one. Unfortunately, it wasn't a great camera angle to see the overtaken move by Aaron randomly out inside of the Bookster. But anyway, so he moves back into 4th place, dropping down 1 position, I think. Actually, I haven't done any of that stuff yet. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Steve-O and Angry Panda starting on soft tyres, and Shreb is on the medium tyres, as is Notorious. So they're going for different strategies, but the top 10 all on the super soft tyres. As Books try, yeah.
He might try around the outside. He might try to. No, he's staying behind. We'll try and get DRS and hope to move. But second gear through that left. That's a very bad gear to be in. Just not. Just makes the car slide as MK gets a fast lap. But yeah, that's cost him the run into turn 1, and yeah, he won't be able to do that. But
Adventures. Yeah.
Churro trying to get on the inside, now the outside, go side by side through the S's, bit of contact, but now Reese might try it, have to back off, but oh my god, Churro has made it stick into turn 1.
Yeah, you kind of want to win close your eyes when people are trying to go side by side in S's. People could go off track, as I've seen in the past. But Chulo managed to maintain that P6. Dropped off a little. Oh no, Steba. He's the first victim of the Japanese circuit, and it's sayonara for Steba. I can't see him. I can't see him on the left hand side of the screen. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's down in P12. How unfortunate for him. Yeah, right behind Angry Panda now.
Yeah, well, Aaron now is trying to chase down Ray-Bay, but it's only closing in slowly and slowly, just pulling him in the ropes. And Steve-O and onto the podium, goes side by side into 130R. Steve-O gets ahead, but they were running side by side constantly. And oh my god, Angry Panda has outbroke him.
Yeah, Angry Panda, obviously very angry from his qualifying result. He's in the top 10 on those soft tyres, so you never know what he could do in this race. As long as the podium drops outside the top 10. I think I'm going to board with Big stuff. I think that's the closest bout on track as he's...
Oh, Angry Panda! Angry Panda's gone very wide. He's lost off his front wing.
Oh dear, what a catastrophe. I was cruising in 1 minute and he's lost his wing the next. Oh dear, yeah, he's going to have to pit for the medium straight away. Yeah, I know it's like the driver out broken wing in this track. It's not pleasant at all. So yeah, I'm going to try and go back on board the Booster, who's he's behind him. No, is someone lagged out?
No.
Oh, it's Ray-Bay. I thought I saw a cross on someone's top of someone's car, but no, it's alright.
That's just the AD indicator.
Yeah, so Ray-Bay's made a mistake somewhere because he was not that close to Aaron at the beginning of this lap, but he is now. And the Bookster you can see not only Notorious, and some might say notoriously he's out of the race. So yeah, and the Bookster. Well, I'm going to go and put Aaron now. Not close enough to make a move on Ray-Bay for third place yet. But yeah, Throne now. AMK
Never say that again.
kind of settling into the race now. He's caught up a little bit to Throne, but still 2 second gap.
Adventure's onto the podium. Adventure's got into the top 10 now.
Yeah, so he was already running quite hardly, but he's recovering drive, just a bit like Lewis Hamilton earlier today. So he's in the top 10 now, and Chulo picks up a 30-second time penalty. That's not good for him, but like I said to you earlier, easily done on this track. So yeah, exciting stuff. And we're on lap 6 already, ladies and gentlemen. This race is flying by, and Steve-O is on the soft tyres on in P9, so he's doing okay at the minute. I'm going to go back and board the boost again because it's the closest battle on track, I believe. Although RJ is close to Reese as it happens, but I'm P5, P4, and P3 all in one, and all in a light shot there. So yeah, let's see what happens here.
Well, I think Brooks has to wait for another opportunity to learn from Aaron, because right now, he's lost backhand, so he's definitely not getting him into his turn one. Yeah, Brooks are really struggling through the last chicane, and last Schweb gets a 3-second time penalty, but as I said, the last chicane is crucial. Because you get bad exit, the car in front is going to storm off and you have to wait another lap, and that could be costly.
Okay, so sorry, I was reading the chat then, I lost my trail of thought. But what is sort of we're going to make the first pit stops on the super soft tyres?
Lap 10.
Lap 10, so we're 3 laps away from that, and the Boogster ever so closer to the back of Aaron now. You can still see Ray-Ban in front of him, but it seems to not really making any sort of gains on him. Let's go forward with RJW now for P8. Again, not really seem to make any sort of headway. It's kind of like line astern for the minute. But it is sort of some battles going to track onto the podium. Still behind Adventures, roughly. And
MK getting 3-second time penalty.
Yeah. So Angry Panda hasn't made a pit stop, and neither's last game. Last game was actually doing still got his front wing, but Angry Panda missing some front wing. Still keeping on to his first pit stop to make his wing change.
Oh my god, that was very scary for the booster, but you can continue.
Yeah, great. He's in Doha zone here. Not really that effective on this track, but he can go around the outside now.
No. Oh, he could come back.
Aaron's gone wide. Aaron's gone wide.
Aaron's gone wide, and he's lost P4. The booster is now up into P4.
Yeah, a great opportunity to move there from the Boogster. He's in P4 now, 2 seconds from a podium on lap 8. So yeah, great move from him. Yeah.
Oh, and he's struggling on those supers.
And Aaron now. Who?
Aaron, because now Chulo's got right up behind.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, Chulo's caught right to the back of Aaron now. So it's the Red Bull team and his sister team very much together on track. Let's go and board with Chulo now and see what he can do. Obviously there's 1 or 2 great opportunities to be overtaken on this track, but what's your best in your mind?
I'll talk about that later, because Chulo is making the move on Aaron into 130. Oh my god, that was grand. Oh, side by side, Aaron has to stick around the outside and break into the chicane. Chulo leaves just enough room, and side by side still. Chulo tries squeezing him off, and he's got the move done. Aaron pulls into the pits, presumably for the mediums now. I think he's had enough of those supers, but back to your question.
It's softs. That's mediums. It's mediums. Yeah.
Back to your question. I think the best place to overtake is probably the chicane, because that just you get slipstream through 130R. Well, through that long straight, including 130R, so you can just launch up into the chicane. But others. Oh my god! RJD here, overtaking Reese, but others maybe turn 1. Also very good if you can get the run and DRS, but that's very difficult not to make contact. And that's when you see Aaron outbroke himself and lost the position. This hairpin could be a good overtaking spot, as Lars retires, and how do these guys spin it before the Degners?
So where's that to? That's the top of...
That's before the Degners, which I don't get. I understand the Degners, but what's before them?
I don't know. I think what's happened, he's gone into the gravel on top of those S's and yeah, lost the back end, and yeah, I think that's what might have happened. But yeah, so but there's no battles on track, unfortunately. There's still some gaps appearing. Shrub and Ventures actually. He's pitted. Okay, on so these guys have gone to the medium tyres. But no one's going on the softs yet. Although Chulo does go to the soft tyres.
That's going to be difficult for him to last, which is going to be interesting to see. But Frome has to react now. He will be pitting for the softs this lap, and AMK has put onto the medium, so he can put onto the softs and storm off into victory. That isn't a ball job. Yeah, we'll see if Frome can react. Well, he will react, but let's see if he can have a good enough in-lap to not get overtaken.
Yeah, so Steve-O in P5, probably about 11, about 15 seconds off the lead now on those soft tyres. How much further can he go into? As I switched the camera towards him, he did go slightly wide in turn 1. But how many laps can he stay on those soft tyres for?
Steve-O?
Yeah.
I'd say he can go to lap 17 and pit onto the supers. Then I think he's pretty tight. And yeah, Frome pits in. All eyes on AMK now as he's coming into 130R. We'll see if he gets if he undercuts Frome. But I'm not sure if it's enough. Frome switches to his tires now, exiting the pits.
Easily done. So yeah,
AMK can't get Frome.
Yeah, so Frome is going to try and stay in those soft tyres to the end of the race. He's going to have 16 laps to do it, or 16, 17 laps to do it. Steve-O in P2, RG net leads the race now, but he's going to pit. But Steve-O could potentially get a podium in this race, depending on how his pace goes from until through the stints. But he's doing okay by the looks of it. He hasn't done anything really worth shouting about, but he's just kept himself to himself, like, and not kept us out of trouble. So he could get a podium in this race. But AMK nowhere near Frome. He's about 2.2 seconds away from him, which was the gap to begin with in the first place.
Yeah. Ray got 3-second time penalty, and one thing to mention: if AMK overtakes Frome, he needs a 3-second gap.
Yes, so obviously means there's penalties somewhere. I'm just going to try to see the chat and anything worth watching there. But anyway, so I'm going to go by Schweb now, who's right behind Steve-O. Schweb, I believe, started on those medium tyres. I'm just going to double check. Yes, he has done. So Schweb and Steve-O. Yeah.
One thing though, Frome overtaking Schweb now, all over the back, DRS open, and Frome has the better straight line speed in the McLaren Honda, ironically. But yeah, brakes late enough and easily done into turn 1. Schweb can't do anything on those old tyres, and Frome just has to dispose of Steve as Reese sets the fastest lap of the race. But yeah, just Frome needs to get past Steve, and yeah, all done and dusted, can just cruise to the end.
So what would you do if you was in Steve-O's position? Well, it's gone wide anyway. I was just going to say, would you try? Yeah, I was going to say, would you try and fight him, or would you just like do your own race?
Yeah, do your own race. There's no point fighting the leaders unless, of course, you're the teammate of AMK. Then fight him as if you're fighting the championship, because, well, yeah, Steve-O isn't AMK's teammate, so. No point really fighting him. You can just run past and focus on trying to get as many points as possible, and defending from Schwebers. He hasn't put on turning tires yet, so this is fighting for position.
Yeah, so Albion predicting a flying foam victory, but still on the way to go yet. Not even halfway for the race yet, and anything can happen. So Schweb and Steve Pitt, surprisingly, no, he might be on a 2-stop.
No, he's going for the mediums, which is a mistake I think. But AMK gets past Schweb. Schweb just plainly lets him through. As Ray says, fastest lap. So I mean, disappointed by Schweb there. He could have. I know you should let people through like AMK, but I mean, letting him pass by slowing down that much. I mean, that's just number one dangerous and number two just make it interesting. Come on.
Surprisingly, Aaron in a pit stops has jumped both Chiro and the Bookster in all of that, which is very surprising, really. I mean, jumping one driver, yeah, fair enough, but two, yeah, those guys must have had bad pit stops or something. But the Bookster right on a trumpet now. Well, yeah, I know, I know that's a pretty strong undercut, to be honest, but yeah, but there you go. So this is the closest battle on track between these three cars, 5th, 6th and 7th.
Angry Panda got a 3-second time penalty.
Well, if it's not angry already, it's going to be more angry about that now. So yeah, not having a great debut in his F3 race, but he's in P13, and it's a war attrition around this track, so he might still pick up a point or two. But anyway.
Oh, AMK pit front wing damage, I think. I think he tagged Schweb, and that's why he's putting onto the softs now, and he is going to
Super softs.
Supers. Wait, no softs. Okay.
Right.
Smart decision. Yeah. He must have tagged the back of Schweb while Schweb was slowing down, so I think that would be a penalty for Schweb for doing that. I mean, yeah, it's just dangerous to do that, but. Anyways, cars up ahead up to the podium, but Steve-O battling for the final points in position, and oh my god, Steve-O tapped onto the podium, and oh my god, thankfully no damage, but that was extremely close, as Steve-O has gone very wide onto the podium, might try it.
Oh my god. Yeah, so AMK now in P13, disaster for him, disaster for the championship as well. Line go back on board. The Bookster, who's hustling Aaron continuously, quicker on his track. You think, look by the looks of it, yeah, in P5 now, and he's not that too far away from a podium place if he can make short work of Aaron. But who knows? Aaron could be an obstacle, very difficult to get past. We never know. He looks too far back to make a move down into the chicane, but let's have a look. No, it's pretty even Stevens on the brakes, and flying from just fast lap up. Yeah, Aaron getting a great drive out that corner.
Yeah, I'm right now looking at Ray-Ban and Schweb, seeing if anything could happen between those two, but pretty big gap. So yeah, I'll keep you in touch.
Yeah, I'll keep on board the Bookster now. He seems to have lost a little bit of time to Aaron now, but yeah, it still seems to be the quicker driver at this stage of the race. As a Sauber tries to get past the Red Bull up to P4 now. Seem to have driven away slightly from Chilo's 2 second lead, 2 by now. So Chilo having a great first stint, but not such a great second stint, as we're on lap 15, so over halfway during the race now, and yeah, so it's flown by here in Japan.
And speaking of flying foam is leading the race
by 7.2 seconds. So yeah, unless something catastrophic happens, it looks like it's going to be an easy, comprehensive victory for the from the league admin. But Ray Bay right behind Schweb now.
He might try out into the chicane, and I mean, he'll have DRS, but no, he's backed off. He's lifted off, and he's going to try onto this on the straight. He's setting up the move, and he set that up.
Schweb pits.
He doesn't need to. Yep, Schweppitz.
And Ray gets DRS for good measure. And Aaron pits. Oh, Boopster's got past Aaron. I thought sorry, didn't see that.
Aaron tries around the outside now, and oh my god, leaving barely any space, and he's gone wide. He might hit the wall. No, but he's got into the gravel, making sure not to hit anyone as he rejoins the track. But Boopster comfortably up into B3 now after that mistake by Aaron, and well, that's because Aaron's tires are going to be screaming at him for the next couple corners because they'll have no grip for now. But it seems they're working once again now.
Yeah, it could come to some pressure from Reese in P6, but it was like Aaron's got it under control back again, but he's on the back of Chulo now already, so he wants to make up that mistake he's made, and a booster, like you said, back onto P3. Now, obviously, Frome has got a healthy lead on those soft tyres, but can he get to the end of the race on those soft tyres? What do you reckon, Ash? He did pit quite early.
Yeah, he should be, he should honestly, not pit, I mean, he should last until the end, so I think it should be pretty easy for him.
Okay, yeah, some say he might have been a gamble for the drivers who went with soft tyres, with people who drove on the medium, so it's a safer bet, but you never know, it might be the winning strategy as Aaron gets past Chulo now, and Chulo not really having any sort of pace during this race. It's a challenge for any sort of podium position. It can't really capitalise on Aaron's mistake there. Yeah, Aaron got past within a lap, not just 1 or 2 laps, within a lap. So yeah, as last game and as left the session, which is a real shame, and Shepard as well.
Well, that's 10-second time penalty slapped onto Lawrence's time next race as MK sets the fastest lap.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate as AMK has got past Angry Panda now, so Angry Panda in B12 in the last person running, and AMK right onto the back of the onto podium, and Steve battle now. So I'm on board with this for a second. It's a three-way battle for P9. Which is going to be really frustrating for AMK in the championship battle. But if he can get past Stebo and make his way to P9, every point counts in this championship, as Frome had a really bad result in the last race.
Yeah, well, yeah, Frome's going to have a good comeback this race, so good for him, but yeah, MK is going to cost him because he's in P2 and yeah, he's really going to broke down. So yeah, good for he's gained a lot of points. But yeah, we just got to wait and see what happens now. AMK's got a great run onto the podium, but onto the podium, squeezing him ever so slightly. All fair in my eyes there. But yeah, he had a great run there. I had to back out of it eventually, and he's gone late in the brakes. No, can't get that move done. So yeah, he was trying to go on outside now on the last turn. He'll try and use his DRS slipstream. Probably gone now. I don't know. On slipper. We're going to the inside, outside. Looks like it's going to try and go around the outside. Switch track. Oh no! Contact. Contact. Oh no.
Oh,
he's decided just
yeah.
He decided just to give it up now. Oh, that's sad to see. I mean, no safety car, you can't blame him. That throwing damage was going to cost him the race anyway, so, I mean, yeah, unlucky there.
I mean, yeah, I can understand the frustration. I did the same last night. 12 drivers in the race. Might have picked up a point or two. You never know how that might be in the championship, but yeah, he's going to be really frustrated in the events of today's race, and the Taurus left the session as well for good measure, so his slipstream is definitely gone now. But yeah, I mean, that's just racing for you, especially online racing, so that sucks for him. But we continue on with his 8 laps of this race remaining, and yeah, so you've got not really a battle, but we've got Chulo, Reese and Aaron all kind of like in shot of each other. So yeah, not really much happening on track, unfortunately. Only 11 drivers out of 16 who started this race, so it's been a war of attrition around the circuit of Suzuka, as it always is, even in the dry, never mind the rain. But yeah, and as Frome extends that lead now to 9 seconds, and AMK not happy in the chat, understandably, but you know, tomorrow's another day and all that. Yeah, so as there's no battles on track, I'm just going to say to everyone that I don't know if I'm going to be here next week or not. It very much depends how England get on Wednesday night. If they win, I won't be here next Sunday for obvious reasons. But if they get knocked out on Wednesday, and fingers crossed they won't, I definitely will not be commentating next Sunday. So hopefully I won't be here. No offence to the PSGL community, but anyway, Chulo closing on the back of Reese now, ever slightly just outside the DRS range. Yeah, onto the podium, and Steve-O still in the battle, so I'm going to keep going all about. Yeah, but carry on.
Okay, if you're still here, I just wanted to say, that was not trying to make anything worse, but we respect. But I think that was your fault for losing your wing like that. The opponent did nothing wrong. He defended, he broke. There was no room on the inside, and you went into the back of him. So I mean, don't get mad at me, but like from the way I saw it, it wasn't his fault for that.
So Reese Dow just comes out in P10 on the super soft tyres. He's 8 laps remaining of this race. I don't think he's going to do much. Maybe P9 really, which is really strange why he pitted, really, which is in that sort of position in the first place. But never mind that. I'm going to onto the podium and Steve-O. It's gone up by another laps now for P9. I think Steve-O's probably got the sort of fresher tyres, but onto the podium, hanging on to the back of him. So yeah, I'm going to stay on board with this one for the minute, as thrown now into double figures in terms of his gap to Ray-Bay, who's still flying the flag for the Mercedes team. They were doing very well at constructors, but not as well as they thought they would be. The booster only 3 seconds behind Ray-Bay. Doesn't look like he's got much of an answer to Ray-Bay's pace at this stage. It's quite a few gaps, but RJ actually caught on to back of Chulo now. This is about P5, so they're going to go aboard with this.
Well, Chulo does have some wing damage, so I'm not really surprised he has caught up, but he'll need to be careful here. Well, he downshifted a bit too early, as he should have really broken a bit later than that. I was about to say he should break a bit earlier, but not as early as that. But yeah, he needs to be careful because Chulo will take some corners a bit slower than usual due to the front wing damage. Oh no, Angry Panda. Yeah,
Angry Panda. Things going on bad to worse with him. It's not really showing any signs of a pace. He's showing another 5, but he's just going to have fun from now on with those super soft tyres. You never know, if somebody retires, it will might pick up a point. So yeah, bad for him, but you know, it's only his debut on one of the most difficult tracks on the calendar, so he can only go.
Chulo just let RJ through.
And onto the podium picks a 3-second time penalty. So yeah, don't know why people do that, but I suppose when you're struggling around with damaged wings, it's kind of just bringing the car home. I mean, what would you do in that situation, Ash? I mean, obviously you very rarely find yourself with P5, but do you, when you got a damaged wing, do you just want to bring the car home, or do you want to try and fight and keep position?
I mean, like fight for your life. I mean, you've got a damaged wing. I mean, you're going to be really slow, and if you're going to let someone through the guy behind you, well, the guy in P7 will start catching up to you, and like, you'd rather fight than be prey, to be, in my opinion. So if he fought, he could have gotten that P5, but he just let him through and just gave himself no chance. So that's pretty disappointing.
Yeah, so Reese, that's fast up on the race on those super soft tyres, not surprisingly, and in fact, actually, is right on the back of his Steven onto the podium battle. So we are going to have a battle on our hands for the remaining laps of this Grand Prix. 5, 6 laps remaining, and onto the podium for all his work. Cannot get past Stevo, unfortunately for him. So onto the podium is in this quandary in a minute, and Reese is going to go on outside.
Reese is trying to get on the inside of the deckers, and oh my god, onto the podium. Had to just back out there, or else there was going to be a major collision. So yeah, I mean, amazing move there from Reese, and now he just needs to get past Stevo.
But he's fully committed to the move there and fully trusting what the other driver is going to do. That's brave. He's got some balls there, this guy has. Would you try to go for a move for there?
No, I mean, having a 28-point gap in the championship in F1, I wouldn't have risked as there's still a slight chance I could win the championship. I'm not gonna risk it there. But oh my God, Reese all over the back of him. Steve defending it though. Also, AMS, I'd rather fight and lose more time than let someone through and automatically gain less points than having a chance to that. Oh my God, Reese goes up the inside for turn 1 and does that very well. And yeah, onto the podium, will get onto the back of him again. Yeah,
that was I mean, before Reese made that move, that was about for P9 anyway. He's up to P8 now. Just a side note there, nobody cares what AMS thinks anyway. Yeah, Reese up to P8 now and 6.8 seconds away from Adventures, which you think is going to be too much of a bigger gap, but Adventures is on his medium tyre, so you never know. Depends on Reese's pace really. So on the podium has obviously lost some time to Steve, but he's still on the back of him really. So yeah, this is a battle for the last remaining points of the race. Ray there was a slightly gaining on Throne, but not.
He's gone very wide.
But Throne probably taking it easy anyway.
Yeah, I think onto podiums bottled the chance for P9 now. I mean, he could get that, but that was a very bad mistake that he did. So I think that's cost him.
Yeah. So 4 laps remaining in this race, and very surprisingly, actually, for quali and the race, not even a cloud in the sky. I mean, it's very rare you see it happen in Japan. Dry race throughout. So yeah, it looks like all the battles are pretty much done, to be honest with you, unless there's going to be some mistakes. But it's still going to stand for this battle because it is the closest one on track. Reese not really gaining that much. It's gaining a few tenths, but still 6.3 seconds behind Avengers now. So yeah, it's gaining more places. He's going to have a big task on his hands.
Oh yeah, fun fact. In this race so far, by the end of this race, there would have been, throughout this race, there would have been about 8 or 9 earthquakes. Because in Japan there's 200 earthquakes a day, so 200 divided by 24, about 8.3 an hour, so 8 or 9 earthquakes by the end of this race.
Fascinating. Anyway, so yeah, nothing really to. Oh, there's a bit of dust kicked up from somebody. That could only have been Reese, really. But yeah, he's made a mistake because he's almost 8 seconds behind now. So yeah, he's made a mistake trying to catch up to the Adventures. So he's going to settle for P8. So yeah, but it doesn't matter. Points are points. If that had gone any worse, Angry Panda would have been scoring 1. But as a minute, he's going to finish P11 on his debut.
Yeah, Rome is going to do very well here. Going to get that 16 points over AMK, so great stuff there.
Yeah.
Not much to say really.
It isn't, no. It's been a great race, but but it's kind of died down a bit now.
Oh my god.
I'm commentating on F3 AMS, so that's what I'm doing. Obviously, I don't know if you've got me on mute or something. Oh no! Anyway, Reese, what's happened to Reese? I didn't realise I was too busy reading the chat.
Oh my god, he's spun.
Angry Panda is going to score a point on his debut. Is he though?
Yes,
he's retired.
He's going to score a point.
Yeah, so I don't know why I'm happy about that for some reason, but I am. But onto the podium, it's still behind. I was too busy reading the chat. I completely missed what happened to Reese, and yeah, Angry Panda points in his debut. I mean, it's only a point, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm pleased. I don't know why I'm pleased about that. Really, it's just one of my random moods. But it's penultimate lap of the race, and eventually Pistons face a time penalty. But that don't going to make no difference in the results of this race. And Reese's decision.
Okay, this is insane. Haas. Okay, so in F2 race, the Haas Junior Santino Ferrucchi hit on the like at the end of the race when they're going round like into the pits. Santino Ferrucchi deliberately hit the back of his teammate. So this is what Sky Sports 3 did. Haas Junior Santino Ferrucchi back for 4 races after being found guilty of deliberately crashing into his teammate and driving an F2 car to the race pits while using a mobile phone. He also had to collide at 10 when summoned by steroids. What?
Wow, I don't really follow the F2 league, but the F2 Championship in real life. But anyway, yeah, fascinating. And we're on our last lap of the race now, so what I can only do is go on board with the race leader, Frame, who capitalised on AMK's mistake on the very first. Was it the first lap or second lap? I think it was the second lap. No, it was the first lap of this race, taking the lead, and hasn't really put a foot wrong since. So the F3 League admin is going to have a comfortable victory in the McLaren Honda, which is not really something you can say at all. So yeah, a great result for him after a poor result, it has to be said, back in China. So yeah, Ash, you just want to take him to the line?
Yeah, well, from back full of experience in his wide old head, I mean, the amount of experience he's got probably quadruples mine, but the wise old head drives that McLaren home through 130R and into the last chicane onto the podium, getting 3-second time penalty. And yeah, the wise old head from Dad getting his car home to win the Japanese Grand Prix.
Excellent, and Ray Bay crossed the line in second place, and Boogster in third place. Aaron, a bit of mixed feelings about him. Had some pace at time, but not enough to challenge the top 3. Albeit having P4 and Red Bull, and RJ not that far behind him in P5. Churro, yeah, just done enough to finish inside the top 10. The best of the rest, really. He comes home in P6. Adventures in P7. It's a great result for Force India. And Steve looks like he's going to come across the line in P8, ahead of onto the podium in P9. And Angry Panda on his debut had probably a bad race, and he's gone to the grass even on the last lap. But he's kept in it. Whereas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars have retired, so it just proves in PSGL, keep going, there's always a chance to score points, doesn't matter how many there are. And yeah, he's going to be going in P10. So Ash, if you suggest the Boogster and Rayber, I can probably invite Frome, so and get those interviews started after I see the podium celebrations.
should I thingy invite from them?
I could do that. It'd be quick if I do it. If you just do the other two.
Okay. So, From wins the race with Ray Bay in P2 and Bootster in P3, Aaron P4, RJDW in P5, Chill in P6, Adventures P7, Steve on P8, and P9 onto the podium with Angry Panda rounding up the top 10. So, Ray Bay and the Bootster.
Oh, I can't invite people. You're the party chat lead, aren't you? Are you guys invite them all when? I thought I was the party leader, sorry.
Okay, right, Ray Bay and the Bootster. Do I have Ray Bay? Do you have any of those two?
No, I've only got Throme. I can suggest him.
You can suggest from them.
Right.
I'll be getting. I will get slip in Ray Bay and Boopster.
Yeah, I haven't got any of them, unfortunately. I thought I was a party leader for some reason. How long does it take?
Yeah, we've got everyone today.
Oh,
we've got
okay.
everyone.
Alright. So, would you like to
Yeah.
well, start being me, Ben?
Yeah. Well, congratulations you two on well, from the win and Ray Bay on P2. So let's begin from Dad. Amazing stuff from you. I mean, you passed AMK a couple laps after he made his mistake, and yeah, just drove to a win. Was that? Would you consider that one of your easier races to win?
I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
Yeah, I'm glad I am paid. I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
happened to him.
Yeah, ran into Schweb, lost his wing.
Ah, right, okay. I'm kind of happy for that, really, because I don't think I could have done with the battle. But yeah, pretty easy race once he retired, really. I was just keeping an eye on Ray Bay's pace. But I think he got held up behind Schwab quite a bit as well, so yeah, pretty straightforward week.
Yeah, well, Ray Bay, you had an all-round race. I mean, you were everywhere, I think. I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, you had a pretty decent race. So tell me how you ended up in P2.
Yeah, no,
Sorry,
race
excuse
went a
me.
lot better than I thought, because pretty under the weather. I didn't expect to be top 5 today, so I'm happy with the result. I just pushed, I got a bit lucky with AMK losing his wing. I was probably third best today, you know.
Well, Yeah. Well. Last question for all of you. Okay. Last question for all of you. From. Yeah. The iconic years.
Yes.
So from last question for all of you. Singapore next. The dreaded Singapore from opinions and stuff.
I'm off to buy a desk fan because I am not doing Singapore in 28-degree heat because that's just not going to work. I'll pass out. But other than that,
you should try. You should try doing Singapore in Singapore then. That should be fun.
Well, yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't really know. I don't think I'll be too quick around there because I've not done it for a while. But I think I struggled in F4 against Rizzo around there. So yeah. But then after that, I think the next 4 tracks are all ones that I like, so I just need to get next weekend out of the way.
Yeah, and Ray-Bay?
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to Singapore. I like the circuit, it's a nice challenge. And I just hope to be a lot better health by then, so yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Okay, I'd like to ask a question before we finish. So yeah, my question is obviously, Frame, I know you're suffering from the heat, and obviously that's affected your judgment on today's British Grand Prix race. So apart from that delusional reports, what did you think of the race today?
No, it was good. It was nice at the end. Like, I don't think we've seen, 2 Ferraris, 2 Mercedes really going at it all season, so pretty good fun. Juicy safety car. That's why we need one next season. Yeah,
definitely. I might even pick up a few points if that's the case. Hey, Ray Bay, I don't know who you actually support in F1. I suppose you're a Lance Stroll fan, but what were your thoughts on today's events in the British Grand Prix?
Well, actually, I've been supporting Lewis Hamilton since 2005. So it was kind of disappointing, but a great recovery drive in the end. The race was good because, like Froman said, we hadn't seen, both cars from each team going at it like that. So yeah, it was really late race drama, and it was exciting.
Well, I'm glad to hear a Canadian fan supporting Lewis Hamilton, because some of us are British supporters don't even support the British people, like the race winner for tonight, example. So it's good to hear. That's my question done. I don't know if Ash, you got anything else to say or to add? Right, in that case then, like I said to you earlier, I don't know, thanks to the F3 admins or to anybody who's still watching, but I hope I'm not here next week, because if I'm not, it means that England got through to the final of the World Cup. I definitely won't be commentating. So I will be here. If I don't see you next Sunday, I'll definitely be the week after. That is the stream over. Congratulations to the podium guys, and I will see you soon whatever happens. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks.